Hello guys, welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. There is a message that I want to share with you guys, and this message, it comes from a message that was forwarded to me by one of our admins, and the message reads like this. Hello my brother, how are you? Can you please post my story as anonymous? I am back with my story on the reason as to why I am now officially cheating on my husband. We live in a lofty suburb. This is in Cape Town. And in my part 1 of my story, I indicated that I am now in a relationship where I am being treated with dignity, love, and it makes me feel as if I am a human being again. Okay, let me speak to you about the abuse. All this that I am doing, it is because of where the stories started. I married him expecting life to continue as normal, but from day one, he would hit me over silly arguments. Okay, when he started hitting me, I would brush it off and the abuse continued. One day, we went to our restaurant. Upon our arrival, another man greeted me. It is normal in South Africa for people to greet each other, but you could see it in his eyes that he was not pleased at all. We ordered our food, and at that time I was like heavily pregnant. I kept on going to the bathroom, and as we left the restaurant, he walked fast into the car, leaving me behind. As I opened the door, he slapped me, and I was totally shocked as to why he was beating me for no reason at all. He told me that I kept on going to the bathroom because I wanted to meet that man who had greeted me. He told me that as soon as we would have gotten home, my punishment would be awaiting me. We arrived home and he told me to undress, and he took his belt and he made me to kneel down. All of this he was doing whilst I was heavily pregnant. He didn't even care that I was pregnant. I begged him to stop, but he kept on assaulting me. He kept on hitting my back so much that I cried till I stopped crying, because it made no sense at all for me to keep on crying whilst he was abusing me like that. That was when he stopped the beating. He told me that I belonged to him. Yes, I belonged to him, and no one was allowed to greet me. He then told me that he wanted to sleep with me right there. I was pregnant and I felt so much hate. I hated him with all my life. He forced me to sleep with him whilst my back was hurting, and I felt the baby in my tummy move and roll herself at the corner of my womb, and he forced to kiss me, and he told me to stop crying because he loved me so much. This was his way of expressing his love towards me. I do not want to lie to you and say that I have any plans to stop my current relationship with my man. Every night I see my husband to me, my heart is no longer with him. Whenever I look at him, I can see that this is not the man that I want to be with. We live together and we do not even have intercourse at all, but we still share the same bed. He has never said he doesn't love me, but his actions speaks louder than words. So every day in the morning when I take the kids to school, and this is the time that he leaves for work, if I want to see my man, then we will quickly make some arrangements. And because I do not want any traces or to be caught, I usually use Uber. And this Uber is not requested by me because it will leave an address of where I would have gone to. When I am leaving the house, I'll just let him know that I am rushing to the mall to buy some stuff for the house, and then I would leave my car and go and meet up with my man. The first time that I met my man, I was a little bit shy, but he has made me to be very comfortable. Brother Nashi, I am going to tell you the truth here. He makes me feel something that I have never felt before in my life. It is like this is teenage love to me. The process of making love is so much different from what I am used to with my husband. He just tells me to look at him, then he does the job after fulfilling himself, and he will be done. In the most cases, I do not feel anything while using the process. I'll be thinking of other things that I need to do, because there is no connection that is there between me and my husband anymore. I have removed him from my heart completely, and because he does not even put any effort on the romance, he does not touch me. When he is about to make love to me, he just acts as if he is abusing me, and he enjoys doing this. I feel like I am a service provider to him, and I feel like I am a horse and he is the rider in the relationship. Back to my story. The first time that we booked, that man treated me like royalty. He took his time, he complimented me, he told me all the things that he loved about me. He went down on me with his tongue. At this point, I am writing this email. I feel so much speechless, because he took me to these other places that I have never been before. We have children together with my husband, and when they come back home, life just continues as if nothing has ever happened. It has been years ever since I felt so much love. This thing, my brother, that is happening to me, sometimes when I sit down, I ask myself a lot of questions. Should I continue with this relationship? When I feel guilty, when I think of the way that my husband used to abuse me, and when I look at my Prince Charming, I feel that I need to remain in this marriage so that I can have that dignity. You know, when you are a married woman, you have this certain of it. You know, when you are a married woman, you have this dignity whereby people look at you and they can never see you or picture you cheating. That is why I am still in this marriage. But when it comes to me loving my husband, I do not even love him anymore. There was this other day when I was speaking with my boyfriend. I told him the problems that I am facing whenever my husband is forcing to have intercourse with me. Like when you are a woman, when you do not feel anything for a man anymore, sometimes you can remain dry down there, so much that he can even notice that you no longer have feelings for you. You know what my boyfriend said? He said, "Baby, it is okay. I know that you are a married woman. Even when I proposed love to you, I knew that you are a married woman. All that you can do right now is that whenever he touches you, I want you to picture me. When you look at him as if you are watching me when I am on top of you." I tried it, my brother, and it really felt so good, but I stopped doing it because I do not want to have any kind of a connection that can be there between me and my husband. I want things to remain the way they are. I want him to see that I do not have any feelings for him. I do not want to force my body to show him that it is enjoying, because there is another man that makes me to enjoy making love. This is the decision that I have taken. Your dear listeners, right there was another email that was forwarded to me by our admin. Strange things do happen in this world. Are you a married woman? Have you ever cheated on your husband? If you have ever cheated on your husband, please do not hesitate to contact us via our email address, as well as contacting us via our WhatsApp number, and tell us your own side of the story.